looks like a foreigner to me, sir.
What is moving in that sack there?
It's just potatoes, sir.
I will put my spear through that sack there.
But take it easy, sir.
Will you tell me what is in that sack?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Well then, you take this for him then.
Ow! Oh, ow! Help! Ow! Ooh! Ah! Come back here, you terrible-looking traitor!
These wounds I had on Crispin's day. Old men forget, yet all shall be forgot. But he'll remember, with advantages, what feats he did that day. Then shall our names, familiar in his mouth as household words, Harry the King, Bedford and Exeter, Warwick and Talbot, Salisbury and Gloucester, be in their flowing cups freshly remembered.
A woman I forswore, but I will prove, thou being a goddess, I forswore not thee. Vows are but breath, and breath a vapour is. Then thou, fair fun, fair son.
Well, how's the club taken my appointment?
The club?
Keep your tongue out of your cheek, darling. We might get on very well together. The club, the career diplomats.
They don't like these appointments from outside.
What you mean is that they're plotting like mad to stop them and me.
There is a consensus for giving plum jobs to professionals.
Well put, darling.
So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
One must keep one's life excessively tidy.
I quite understand that.
Yes. Well, naturally, I don't wish to intrude on what is in fact your private life, and which I'm sure is responsibly conducted.
As far as possible.
Yes, quite. However, should you ever be approached, it may be that it's already too late.
I don't understand you.
Well, quite understandably you don't, all of which seems to show that there's nothing to it. However, it could be construed on...
what?
My dear fellow, the trouble we have here with the CIA, here, there, and everywhere, it's terribly busy people.
Mr. Mobbs, what are you proposing to me?
We require your assistance.
And what if I refuse?
Oh, my dear fellow, nothing, absolutely nothing. This isn't the KGB.
Isn't it? I was warned this morning that my friendship with a certain lady could well be misconstrued in some quarters.
Oh, dear boy, what an awful thing to suggest.
Well, presumably you actually want me to work for you, or you wouldn't have approached me.
Well, of course we want you to work for us. We'd be most pleased to have you with us.
You're not jealous? Oh, no, Lincoln.
I've no right to be, have I?
No, you haven't.
It's nothing to do with rights, actually. Only chromosomes.
Lincoln.
All I said was he's a crafty politician who believes in using people.
Quite an innocent afternoon, really. All things considered.
Depends whether you measure innocence by the act or the intent.
How do you know what my intent was?
No, I suppose I don't.
Nor I yours either, do I? I don't particularly want to be filed under occasional and various.
I'd hoped you wouldn't be.
Do you want to see him alone, or would you like me here with you?
Alone, I think. If we're both together, one of us is sure to look guilty.
The reason for which being, of course, that we are.
I didn't have a nanny either. They're pretty rare in council houses. I wonder where all the other lads who were at school with us are now.
All right, Lincoln, your sleeve isn't full of trump cards. I'm just telling you.
Oh, no, the etiquette here is one doesn't tell, one suggests, in an amiable spirit of concord. We both learned that. It's how we got out of our class.
Yeah. Well, contrary to the spirit of the service, Lincoln, I am telling you.
What?
You declare your neutrality. Or if you can't declare it, abide by it.
Or
I'll break your back, too.
One could hurt one's hand doing that, you know. Does it matter? Losing your legs. For people will always be kind, and you need not show that you mind when the others come in after hunting to gobble their muffins and eggs? Does it matter, losing your sight? There's such splendid work for the blind, and people will always be kind as you sit on the terrace remembering and turning your face to the light. Do they matter, those dreams from the pit? You can drink and forget and be glad, and people won't say that you're mad, for they'll know you fought for your country, and no one will worry a bit.
The Queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. My hearing is going. I'm going deaf. Both ears. I shall be totally deaf by the time I'm 35. There's a reason for it. Something I'm being made to learn. Everything in my past has been preparing me for what I must do. I lie awake and I go over my life. I watch things falling into place, gathering momentum, and I try and see how my disability could be part of it. As a child catching a chill after a swim. Or my father striking me here when he was drunk. Or an insect that crawled into my ear one summer's night, so I awoke, screaming. Why? Why? Why should a great hunger be implanted in me? A genius to achieve something most specific? A task that I have to fulfill. That it is my life's function to fulfill without a shadow of a doubt, and at the same time be endowed with all the powers and skills and functions to the highest degree necessary to carry it through, save one. My supreme function, the noblest part of my being, my hearing. And moreover, not to be deprived of it until I'm well along the course. Why should men be allowed to glimpse at paradise when they cannot enter it?
So, in his 50s, Dickens escaped more and more into the only secure emotional world he had left, his readings. Increasingly, he seemed fully alive only in the affection of his audience and behind the jolly facade of his early books.
Sam Veller, my lord, replied the gentleman. Do you spell it with a V or a W? Inquired the judge. Well, that depends upon the taste and fancy of the speller, my lord, replied Sam. I never had occasion to spell it more than once or twice, but I spelled it with a V. Here a voice from the gallery exclaimed aloud,
Quite right, too, Sammy Bell, quite right. Put it down a wee, my lord, put it down a wee.
Who is that who dare address the court? Said the judge. You know who that was, sir? I rather suspect it was my father, my lord.
She was an art student once. Julia's human, you know.
You're in love with her.
What?
You're in love with Julia.
It's a horrid possibility.
Well, you're a real bastard.
You think so?
I credit you nothing more atrocious than towering egotism and monstrous selfishness, and you're a fully paid up, double-distilled bastard.
You seem unnecessarily bitter.
Bitter? Why should I be bitter?
I can see no adequate reason why you should be bitter.
Well, I certainly can't.
I mean, you're all right, aren't you? You've got your fiancée. You've got your maze. Now, tell me something. Are you in love with Gloria?
Naturally.
Well, that's perfect, isn't it? You should pity, not rebuff my swanishness. Well, what's it like being in love?
Oh, it's marvellous.
Does it make everything glow with a pink glow?
That's right. Pink glow.
Oh, isn't that nice? Unfortunately, Julia doesn't make things pink for me. Now, if you'd be so kind, just shine Gloria in this direction once more. The photo.
You can save him. You can stop it.
Certainly.
Your man started it. He should be punished.
He will be.
And Nagorny? Taking someone's life. No man should have that power.
You had it?
Yes. And I have learned that a strong man has no need of power, and a weak man is destroyed by it. I am being punished for what I have done. Nagorny is innocent. He's like a child. You don't shoot children, do you? In your new world, are there penalties for innocence?
She says the spring was late this year, but very beautiful.
Lord, but it's good to be alive. The world is like a field in summer, bursting with good things. One day, and all the wars are over, someone young will lead us to the harvest. As long as there are children, anything is possible. You mean they don't actually kiss in public?
Certainly not.
Well, what do they do then?
Well, watching from a distance, I'd say that their relationship is one of their utmost tenderness. They stare at each other. They give each other those secret little glances. I believe the French call it...
Damn him.
Mr. Sidley.
What's his name? Where does he live? Don't you know you're a detective, aren't you?
Yes.
Well, why have you come here? I want his name and address by tonight.
Mr. Sidley.
By...
Surely we have better ships than the French.
No, sir, certainly not. But they are better handled. Yet what kind of men are they handled by? 4/5 of them have been pressed, kidnapped, knocked on the head and thrown aboard a man-of-war to face a brutal and degrading slavery, which they must submit to, or bear their backs to the cat o' nine tails.
But at the Nile, the seamen drank to Nelson.
Yes, sir, to Nelson. And that is my point.
I see.
He's made these mutinous dogs love him. They beg to serve in any squadron he commands, and cry like women when they hear he's wounded. Could he have done that if he hadn't been great in what he is, as well as in what he's done?
She cannot help being mad.
Jane, my darling, you misjudge me again. It's not because she's mad I hate her. If you were mad, do you think I should hate you?
I do, sir.
Then you're mistaken. And know nothing about me, nothing about the sort of love of which I'm capable. Your flesh is as dear to me as my own. Your mind is my treasure. And if it were broken, it would be my treasure still. The last thing I want is a breath of air. Why do you want a breath of air?
I just do.
But it's late.
I won't go far. I'll come back.
I'll wait up for you.
Why?
I'm not going to bed without you.
Can I have the key? Why don't you go to bed? I won't be long.
I didn't say that. Look, I'll go and pack. You rest for a while, will you? They won't be back for at least an hour. You can sleep. Rest. Please? You can help me with my lectures when we get back. I'd love that. I'd be so grateful for it, really. No, you're right. I couldn't. Slip out from under my thumb and you'd go to pieces. Start talking. I shall have to think of a happy solution, won't I? To stop you talking.
Just my little joke, Ledworth. Just to show you how easy it could be. You behave yourself and I'll look after you. And behaving yourself means keep the front door locked. Your nose clean and pacing your drinking.
You don't look like the sort of man who has to be lonely.
Oh, but I am. I really am. On account of I'm so shy. I'm Mark. Mark Walker. I'm a talk to strange pretty girls addict.
Stella Mackenzie.
Mackenzie? It's a good old Gaelic name. Explains an awful lot. Everything.
Explains?
Well, the way you look. Cool, superb. Only girls with the Gaelic in them have your kind of beauty.
Speed you move, Mr. Walker. You should change your name to Sprinter.
It's all talk, I promise. You can relax and feel completely safe with me.
I'm not sure any girl should relax with you, Mr.
The sooner you give up that nonsense, the better. I made arrangements this morning with Dr. Chasuble to be christened myself at 5:30. And I naturally will take the name of Ernest. Gwendolen would wish it. We cannot both be christened Ernest. It's absurd. Besides, I have a perfect right to be christened if I like. There's no evidence at all that I've ever been christened by anybody. I should think it extremely probable I never was, and so does Dr. Chasuble. It is entirely different in your case. You've been christened already.
Yes, but I haven't been christened for years.
Well, then, legitimate Edgar, I must have your land. Our father's love is to the bastard Edmund, as to the legitimate. Fine word. Legitimate. Well, my legitimate, if this letter speed and my invention thrive, Edmund the base shall top the legitimate. I grow, I prosper. Now, gods, stand up for bastards.
Have you any idea who you'll kill when you take action? Or how many? Old men, women, children, ordinary innocent people.
The price we pay.
They pay, you don't.
I am a religious man. I too pay for the crime of murder. But if I had to, I would use my own father.
And a girl?
Of course.
I like her father. When it comes to it, we only look after those we like. Her father wants assurances from me, personally, that she's well, alive. You're asking me to blow myself up with the plane?
I'm not asking anything of you, Pillar. That time fuse is broken.
This nerve gas was manufactured in England.
Yes?
How did the opposition get it?
Before the government's ban on nerve gas, 3 men working on the chemical plant that had been producing gas under government contract turned their minds to private profit. Now, the nerve gas now on Tango Victor was bought from them for a considerable fortune.
Then it's not the British government's fault.
That's not the point. It was made here. And for our enemies, that's more than enough.
It's no good talking politics to a dying man. Go on, Angus, sell it to me. Sell me my own execution. The yellow cat still sat on the table, smiling. Are you sure you want me to go? He said. Suppose I offer to stay and help you make magic. No, said Huddle. No more spells and sorcery for me. I don't want to be a witch. I'd rather be ordinary and live kindly and have friends. That's all I needed to know, said Victor. I'll be on my way. He turned into a lamb and then disappeared. Huddle heaved a great sigh of relief. She turned to Thomas. Sit by the fire, lad, she told him. I'll make a nice cup of tea. But first, she got all her magic books, including her grand's, and dumped them in the middle of the fire. Then she went to fill the kettle. Goodbye. They accepted my resignation, yes.
I suppose it was what I think it was.
Well, yes, so they said. I had been getting these so-called alcoholic blackouts. Odd stretches of time erased completely. It's a great relief, actually.
Frankly, I could welcome the advent of total amnesia with open arms now.
So, what will you do?
No idea. There have been problems at home, too.
You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Jeffrey's kicked you out, I suppose.
He didn't exactly kick me out. He sort of froze me out. Oh, I'm all right. I've cut down the drinking to an absolute minimum.
Look, I don't mean to pry, James, but have you never considered marriage?
Only in the abstract.
Oh, really? Haven't you ever got close?
I find the difficulty with relationships, actually, isn't finding someone suitable that it's possible to live with, but being able to reveal oneself to that person and be tolerated for what one is, without finding the other person an object of pity or contempt, as it were.
Montrez-moi vos mains. I said, show me your hands. The hands of a mechanic. They're far too well kept for a mechanic.
The hands of a Rolls-Royce trained chauffeur, ma'am, as well kept as our reputation. And my orders...
Are to do as I say. You may be under Mr. Shandor's orders, but you're under my roof, and what I say here goes.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
That's all I know. What the hell are you shrugging at us like that for? I'm accusing you of playing hooky behind my back with a damn defector from your own damn section, of playing damn fool parlour games when you don't know the stakes, and all you do is shrug at me. There's a law, Gwillem, against consorting with enemy agents. Do you want me to throw the book at you?
I haven't seen him. Who's playing games? Not me. You are, so get off my back.
I resigned to make it easier for you.
Hate my guts.
No.
You won't have to leave the job. I wouldn't have let you anyway. I know what it means to you. I'm going back north.
Back to the womb? Sorry, I forgot.
You're right in a sense. With the funeral that clinched it. I can't be very rational about it. Part of me suffers from arrested development, I suppose. I seem to have an infantile preoccupation with the...
Dada.
It's all right. I'll keep an eye on him. Right, Seven, just for a moment.
Ada, my dear. Lily?
You've been in hospital ever such a long time, Dada. Are you better now?
Not yet, my darling.
What funny clothes you're wearing.
Well, Ada, dear, I have to go away on a big ship to get better. And I don't suppose I shall be back for a very long time.
I don't mind, so long as you come back quite well.
It's all right, Margaret. Don't cry. Here, Cheta. Will you marry me?
You have lied to me in your letters, Mr. Tupp.
In which particular?
In as far as I remember, the particular lie that you are shy and unable to put yourself forward in company, which is the reason for your lack of success in life. I found that charmingly frank.
It isn't altogether untrue.
You are hardly shy.
I am, often. But not when I'm intrigued by something. Then I don't care much for anything but finding out, understanding, straightening, smoothing the wrinkles from the paper.
Come now, Doctor. How else can I obtain my freedom? Operate as a complete entity, unfettered by your side of my existence. Only by ridding myself of you and your misplaced morality, your constant crusading, your...
Idiotic honesty?
Oath. Microbe.
Oh, pardon me for trying to help. I'm neutral in this setup, you know.
Only by releasing myself from the misguided maxims that you nurture can I be free.
Sounds to me like Armageddon's beckoning you, Doc.
With you destroyed, and no longer able to constrain me, and with unlimited access to the Matrix, there will be nothing beyond my reach.
Sitting after sitting, and still no apparent progress. The months are sliding past. Billy is growing more desperate, and Finch's silence underlines his disbelief. I'm
reaching the edge of despair. And those bloody pipes, where are they? What do they mean? If only there was some way of breaking through. I must go and see Finch.
Were you a happily married couple, would you say so?
Of course we were happily married. Ask any of our friends. Well, ask them. I'm sorry, but would I be like this, the way I am, if we hadn't been happy?
I don't understand what's the matter with her. Maybe I should talk to a social worker. I haven't even spoken to the man.
He'll only tell you what he tells me. Sarah's in need of help and support.
Yes. I'm trying.
I know you are. Darling, I know you are. Maybe I should talk to her.
What? I was invited to a fancy dress party and I couldn't find it.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No.
Yes, he was invited to a fancy dress party. Couldn't find it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I really think that is the saddest thing I've ever heard.
I'm Henry VIII.
Are you? Are you really? No.
Jane would have wanted me to go. She loved fancy dress. I worked it out once. In 22 years of marriage, we wore fancy dress 33 times. I hope you don't mind. I knew if I went home to change, I'd lose impetus. I wouldn't find the courage to come. And I certainly haven't the courage to stay at home on my own. I dread this Christmas.
If you're not going to stay with me, I might as well go out there. Tell them the facts and let them tear me apart.
That's blackmail.
Helen, tell me you don't love me.
I...
That's the only question. Because if you love me, we've got to face this together. We can't keep living in the past. What's done is done, and we've now got to look forward. Forward to, well, the future. This is a beginning, not an end. I love you. If you love me, you've got to help me. Helen, please.
Dear me, Sally Hardcastle. Is this your big plan to stop me?
You kill him. I confess to murder and go to prison.
You won't confess, you know. Once he's dead, once there's nothing you can do, you won't give up your liberty so easily. I'm doing only what I have to do. I know your lives would be better if this man were dead. So I am honor bound to do you this service.
What I have is owls. Owls in the East Wing. Want to see the owls?
Where does she keep them? Does she travel with them?
No.
But then where are they kept? My lord, your sister has vanished. How and why, we do not know. But I've reason to believe that she is in the gravest danger.
Let us imagine this John England. It is entirely possible that he's not a particularly happy man. Perhaps he's become hopelessly typecast in one role, and his acting career is effectively over. He may even drink rather too much. Possibly, he even blames himself for the accident that killed his wife. In those circumstances, is it so odd that he decides to become someone else? I've been hearing voices again. Why did you go to that hospital?
Well, the nurse, Sonia. McClaverty must have told you.
McClaverty's told me lots of things. Things I would rather not believe, and I wouldn't have believed them. But my voices told me exactly the same. And they're never wrong. Stop what you're doing, everybody. This is what I do to people who betray my trust.
As Stargic stooped for the final lunge, the boy whipped off his mitten and flung the ice pips into the evil face. His voice echoed shrill through the cavern. Brothers nevermore shall part, melt the winter in his heart. At once there came a rumbling sound, and the cavern floor quivered. Stargic staggered back with an awful cry, his hands clawing at his face. Ivan was flung to the floor. Behind him, the ice prison heaved, split and shivered into fragments. Ivan scrambled to his feet and backed off, eyeing the old man warily. Stargic made no attempt to follow. Oh, my God.
Oh! Virginia!
Don't Virginia me. Where is he?
Hello, darling. How can I help you?
I want to talk to you, darling. Now, do we do it in private or in front of your playmates? That's what
The bull!
Well, it's alive, but it's not breathing. Come on, it's breathing.
My life's work stood firm, stood proud. And then came the Normans. Over the seas they came. Thousands of them. They came, they saw, and they conquered.
You call that a castle?
They said,
we don't like your castles.
why not?
They are not big enough.
Well, size isn't everything. Rachel, you were particularly impressive, and I realize you've given a great deal of consideration to your request. This isn't simply adolescent angst at work. You are without doubt a young person of great intelligence. However, intelligence and wisdom are two very different things. And you do remain a young person, a minor. If I were to find in your favor, I think I would be denying a remarkable child the chance to become an even more remarkable adult.
There are no rules in these cases. Patients can regain consciousness after a few days, weeks, months. Yes. Even years.
Or never.
Never. Say never, Henry.
When Caroline told me you'd asked to marry her, I said she couldn't have landed a better chap. A decent man who'd always stand by her. She is, blessed with a loving husband. But we shouldn't allow our hearts to rule our heads. If there's no hope of recovery, no life outside that machine, why don't we bite the bullet? Switch the damn thing off.
Now, we can explore the possibilities of a transplant, but at your age...
Well, that kind of thing only happens when... Well, I mean, a transplant is last resort time.
We'll increase the pain relief. And I'll look into medication to protect your body from infection.
I'm going to die.
Right now, let's just focus on making that later rather than sooner.
I didn't even lock my back door. That's why I've decided the time has come for you to get back to doing what you do best. Running my company with a rod of iron.
What?
Really?
I appreciate all your sterling efforts, but your heart's not really in playing the nursemaid, is it?
Maybe not.
Starting today, I want you to stop fussing around me and get back to work.
Well, who's going to look after you?
I'm taking your advice and getting a nurse.
Shall I call one of my contacts?
Everything's been arranged. Someone's starting this afternoon. Now, off you go. Make me lots of filthy lucre.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear, for being so patient.
Are you crazy?
Quite possibly.
I heard her on the phone earlier, talking to David. I'm sure of it. I can't believe you're going to let her...
Miles, you're a good boy, and your heart's in the right place. But will you stop trying to spoil my fun? How can I trust a woman who possesses so little judgment she'll shackle herself to a man devoid of grace, charm, or class? A man with whom she has nothing in common.
Oh, we have more in common than you think.
Word has it, one of those brothers killed their father. Want a murderer as a husband, do you? Anna, I'm begging you. That man will crush you. He'll break your heart.
How do, Don? I should have called you Dad.
Marry into his cursed family, and it'll bring you nothing but heartbreak. Marry this man, and you're lost to me.
Hindenburg.
Hindenburg?
You want us to cart you all the way back to Germany?
Yes. We three, we're oppos, right? Something happened there. Something important. Something that changed our lives. Remember? The rest is just, well, a load of bollocks.
Yeah, he's asking a hell of a lot.
I know. But I'm doing you a favour.
Doing us a favour?
I need to go back. You need to go back. To remember.
I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
Of course you're tired, because you need treatment. He's sick and confused. He doesn't know what he wants.
He has the capacity to make his own decisions.
You can't just give up. I'll sue you. I'll sue the hospital. I can't believe you give in so easily. Just try a little longer. For me.
Continue the treatment.
Are you absolutely certain this is what you want?
I want to carry on.